Hey all you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another T&I toy review. And today's review is in association with MarvelousNews.com, your #1 news source for everything Marvel. And for today's review, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Marvel Legends 6-inch Avengers Malekith figure from Hasbro. Now this figure comes packaged in the same style that we see with all the Marvel Legend figures. Up at the top you've got the Legend Series logo, at the very top you've got the A for Avengers. The figure is clearly displayed in the window box. Down below you've got the Avengers comic book logo and the name of the character. On the sides you have artwork, and it is a little different on each side. You get different sides of his face, and then on the back of the package you can have a look at the actual figure, a brief bio in multiple languages, and then down below a look at all the figures in the wave that you need to get in order to complete the Cull-Obsidian Build-A-Figure. Alright, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside the packaging along with the other content. So first of all, you get the right arm for the Cull-Obsidian Build-A-Figure, and you also get the weapon for Cull, his hammer. So I'll be taking a look at the Cull-Obsidian figure in its own review once we've looked at all the figures in this wave, so be sure to check back for that. And the only other accessory that comes with this figure is a sword for Malekith. Now this is the exact same sword that we got with the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version. The only difference is the blade, the metallic silver on the blade is a little bit lighter shade, but otherwise it's exactly the same. You've got the metallic gold on the handle, and you've got the same sculpting detail on the handle, and then you've got like the ridges on the blade, and the blade kind of curves around here up at the top. The figure will hold the sword in the left or the right hand, and he does hold it nice and tight. Now for the figure itself, just like with the sword, this is the exact same figure that we got with the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version. You have different paint applications on the figures, and the one other difference is that it looks like they gave him a different left hand. So with this one the hand is open, whereas this one it's a grip hand, so again you can put the sword in either hand. But that's really the only difference as far as sculpting goes. Again, all other differences between the two figures is related to the paint applications and the colors. So like the hair, he's got blonde hair with a white wash. He still has the shoulder pads which are attached to this collar that goes around his neck, and that's made with a vinyl material. Same with the skirt piece, it's made with that kind of vinyl material. Same belt as before, and it's a separate piece. And then he's got the same symbol on his chest and same symbols on his shoulder pads. Again, just different colors and everything. Same legs, same arms, same torso. So other than the paint applications and the left hands, these two figures are exactly the same. And one other thing I want to note, because of the packaging, the way this figure was packaged, the legs on this version are a little more bowed out than on the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version. You can see they're much straighter on this Comic-Con exclusive version. Again, that's because of the way the figure is packaged, and so they've gotten kind of, the plastic has kind of gotten bent outward. If you wanted to straighten that up, you could probably take a hairdryer and do so, but you know, he probably actually stands a little bit better with the legs bowed out like that. And this figure stands right about 6 3/4 inches tall. Here's a comparison of the two Malekiths together. So this is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version, and this is the new one, and they are exactly the same height. As for which color scheme I prefer, I kind of like this newer color scheme with the brighter red color. I think it pops a little bit better on the figure. And then finally, here's a comparison with the most recent comic book based Thor figure that Hasbro's released, and Thor is the taller of the two. Okay, so for articulation on this figure, it's exactly the same as the Comic-Con exclusive version, but we'll go over it real quick. So you can turn the head to the left and to the right, even with the long hair. Now you do want to hold on to these shoulder pads when you turn the head, otherwise the shoulder pads will turn with the head. And then he can look down pretty good and really can't look back very much because of the long hair. Can pivot his head a little bit to the left and right, but not too much. And then with the arms, you can get the arm out about that much. Has a ball hinge joint. Now the joints on the arms are a little bit rubbery, so you want to be careful with that, not snap it off, especially here at the bicep swivel. It does have a bicep swivel, so you can rotate it, and then has a double hinged elbow, so good bending there, and then has rotation at the wrist and hinges on the hand, so good up and down movement there. Has an ab crunch type joint, so it can crunch down about that much, and then can look back about that much. You get that clicky noise there at the ab crunch. Also has a waist swivel. With the legs, can do the splits about that much with the skirt piece, and then can get the leg forward good, and can do the leg back about that much. You do have a thigh swivel. You have a double jointed knee, so good bending at the knee. You have a boot cuff swivel, hinges on the feet, so up and down movement, and you do have ankle pivot. and 2 peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Okay, so that's my review. So overall, this isn't a bad figure. If you don't already have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version, then I think it's a pretty solid figure. Looks pretty true to how the character looked in the comic books. This version does feature the character in his classic colors, and I do like how the brighter red pops on the figure. But if you have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version, I can't really say there's enough different here worth buying the figure for a second time other than the Build-A-Figure pieces. Now this figure, along with the rest of the wave, will start hitting shelves officially at the end of this month or early June. It is currently up for pre-order at places like Big Bad Toy Store. We'll have a full image gallery up at marvelousnews.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below. I'd really appreciate it. You can also follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch accounts. I have links to all of those in the video description as well. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.